Hey there guys, what is going on? Sloppy here. I have no idea what that was, but it's update day, which is always the best day. Let's talk about this new update. There is so much stuff, sort of. Mostly there's a lot of new blocks. There is these brand new blocks. They are the industrial recipe, which is so cool. And they do cost money. So they do cost 1,000 coins to get 26 new blocks, which we'll check out in just a second, which is the largest block set in the history of the game. So it's about $10 to get all 26 new recipes plus 5,000 of the blocks. There is a free industrial mini bundle which gives you 4 of the blocks and 4 of the recipes, which is pretty cool. There's also a free blueprint, which we're gonna claim here. There's a free blueprint where you get to try out a bunch of the blocks, and well, you get to build the blueprint, which is pretty cool. So I'm going to claim this. I don't think it's huge, but let's just put it down and sort of find out. I think I just... yeah, it's not enormous. It's not exactly small, but it's not enormous. I'm going to build this so you guys can see it, but this is the free blueprint you get, and obviously it gives you all the blocks to create the blueprint. There are a few other minor changes that we'll look at after we check out the blocks, which here's all 26 of them. I'm just going to get them out on the ground so that we can look at them. There's a few that move around. There's a few this, that, and the other thing. So I'm just going to get them all down, and then we will check them out. All right, let's go through the new blocks, and this may take a minute or two because there are 26 new blocks, which is so massive. So anyway, I put these 4 over here because these are the 4 that you can get for free. These 4 recipes are available to anyone as part of that mini bundle. So these 4 anyone can get if you don't want to pay. These are the 4 you get. So there's the industrial graded wall, which is pretty nice. It's got a little bit of white. It's got the grate. You also get the industrial smokestack, which is the first ever cylindrical item in the game, which is pretty cool. All these are rotatable, of course. But the cylindrical one is pretty neat. So you get that for free. You get a switch for free. So this is the industrial lever, which is sort of your traditional switch, the outputs and everything. There is another switch, and I think you get this one as part of the pack, but it might be the other one. I'm not sure. And then you get this industrial floor, which is a really nice block. If we pick them up, you can see the top of the block has this great, very smooth texture. And then there's all kinds of sides to rotate, so you can have all kinds of different sort of chalky lines, very industrial looking floor. Very nice block. Now those are the 4 blocks that you get for free. The rest are the premium ones that'll cost about $10 depending where you are in the world. So anyway, let's get into them. Also, you get a ton of them. This is the industrial super bundle, that's the $10. So you get a lot of the blocks, which is pretty nice. This is the industrial locker, which is sort of the chest of the thing. It's 32, which is a pretty good size, and it looks really nice. It fits in well with the other blocks. It's a really great chest. Just cool. This is the industrial chimney, which you can turn it on and off, but it has that smoke effect similar to the gingerbread chimney or whatnot. And I believe it fits... yeah, look at that on top of that. It just works. But anyway, another block that you can use to make smoke if you want. So that's kind of cool. Turn on and off. These are the industrial stairs, which look super good and obviously function as stairs. They look really good. You can, you know, make little step ladders with them. There's the beautiful block. They're a beautiful block. So those are the stairs. This is the industrial non-skid floor, which has that very, you know, metal... the floor you see all the time. It's got this great texture on the side. It's a really nice floor. I mean, there's not much more to say about it. It looks good. It's pretty cool. The other sides of the blocks are pretty nice. The bottom is a straight chain texture. This side texture has a bit of a thing. These blocks are all rotatable, and a lot of them have the different rotatable sides, so you can get a lot of different textures and things in. This is the industrial wall, which has sort of 2 textures. It has this flat sort of thing. It reminds me a lot of the iron wall, just a little bit less textured, so it's all right. But that's pretty cool. It's got 2 sides. These are the industrial gates. So this is the fences. This is the gate in the middle. They look pretty good, but one thing they did add in this update is that fences are now rotatable, which they weren't before. So if you have some reason to rotate fences, you now can. Decorative or whatever. But that's the industrial fence. It looks really good. Looks smooth as an animation. Like all the other blocks, it's a good looking block. Let's continue on. So this section is sort of the movable parts section. I try to sort of segment them on. This is the industrial fan, which you can turn on and off. It has a little motion to slow down. It looks really good. I put one on either, you know, sort of down, up. it's really cool. We got a little fan. It does work as a fan. You can see it's blowing me back. I don't know if you can see that. But yeah, it does work as a fan, similar to the normal fan. So that's pretty cool. If you want to move people around and stuff, we have another fan option. These are the gears. They don't actually do anything. You can toggle them on and off. They'll sort of link up with the ones next to them to actually look like a gear set. They're just a nice moving block to have. So that's kind of cool. This also toggleable. These are the bellows. And they just go up and down like a bellow would. They really went all in with this industrial theme, this sort of steampunky. So these are the bellows. They work like bellows. They look good. They work good. This is the industrial table. So this is actually the table of the pack, but the way they designed it is that it's very good for making sort of those scaffolding pillars. So we can do something like that, and you can see it kind of makes the scaffolding pillar. It might have been better if I'd done it this way. But yeah, it lines up pretty well. This side's flat. It's another table in the game. It also works really well to sort of make those scaffolding pillars that you'll see in a lot of industrial builds. So, very cool block. The industrial door is pretty awesome. I mean, look at that. It's great. It is just a nice door. It works well with all the other blocks. Awesome. The industrial ladder, not much to say about it. It's a ladder. It's still a little buggy. It looks good. It's a ladder. Over here we've got, this is sort of my other stuff section, the industrial switch. This one, kind of cool because it's a little less textured, just the light turns on. It's a very small switch. Again, it's your basic switch, output, input, blah, blah, blah. Cool. This is the numpad, which I think looks really good. If you go out, it kind of goes out of focus a little bit, but it's a cool looking number pad. It's another, machine to use. It's kind of cool. This is the industrial vent, which again gives a little bit of that smoke texture, a little bit less brown, a little bit this, that, and the other thing. A little bit less than the other one, but it's very cool. So now you can sort of vent out, make it look real industrial. Obviously, this is, rotatable. You can put them on the ground. They're cool, and obviously toggleable is what I'm doing to get that. So you can toggle it on and off. Anyway, the other thing is the industrial window. So this is the industrial window. It's a really smooth looking window. It's very thin, which is kind of nice. But it's a very nice looking window. It's got that iron around the outside, and it's pretty see-through, and it's nice. And for the first time ever, you can now rotate windows. That's a function they added, which is pretty cool. You can see it kind of looks like the window is open. I think it could also look really good as like a ceiling, I guess. If you were underneath it, it could look kind of cool. Let's mimic that a little bit. Yeah, it's kind of a nice ceiling texture. But anyway, windows are now rotatable, which is another kind of cool thing for them to add. Whew, okay, that's all the blocks that are out here. And can you believe it? We still have more. I wanted to show you guys them down here because they're the lights. So there's actually 4 new lights that are in this pack. I guess we can start with these 2. These are the industrial LEDs, which look really good. They kind of look like pressure plates. They're very thin. I mean, look at them. They're great. But they just fit right onto the wall, and I think they look really good, and they have all of your traditional sort of lights, colors, options like you would with the normal LEDs. Except you've got kind of that barrier around them. And I think there could be some really cool stuff with these, They're kind of nice. They're a little bit different than the other LEDs. They've got a bit of texture to the lights. They're cool. Now let's go through the other lights one by one. This is the industrial lamp. It is a little bit bigger. It's sort of that bare light bulb type vibe. It's pretty cool. This looks more like a alarm type light. It gives that red light. It almost looks like kind of the nuclear bunker light or something. It's a very cool texture. It gives off a little bit of that orangey light, which is kind of neat. And then the last one is this one here, which is the wide industrial light, which obviously it's all rotatable and stuff. But this one's very cool looking, and it gives off a very bright, almost natural, almost that arc lamp type light. But very cool. So those are the 4 new lights, sorry. And that is all of the blocks, which is crazy. That is all of the blocks. It is so many. Oh, 26. Just staggering. These are the 4 that you get for free again. Now, there were a few other minor changes that I just want to go over. So you can rotate fences and windows. Oh, there is also actually another one. There is a new sword in the game, which I have in my inventory. So, sorry, Rainbow. They added this. It's a crowbar, which is so cool. I'm sorry, Leafy, you're our test dummy here. They added a crowbar, which is so cool. It just looks awesome. It's the same strength as an iron sword, so you can see down here it's 60. If I go back to my Lumite powered, it's 100. So the crowbar isn't a great sword, but it does look really cool. And that is it for the new blocks. That is all 26 of them. So there's a few other small changes besides the new block. You can rotate all fences and windows now, which is kind of cool. And there is a new game setting type thing. There's a cursor here now, which you can change how your cursor in the middle of the screen looks. So you can see now it's those little things, which is just kind of a nice thing if you didn't like the circle. I kind of like the circle, but there's quite a few options now if you want to change your cursor, which is, I mean, it's just nice to have the option, I guess. So anyway, I'm going to go back to the normal. So they changed the cursor settings, so you have actually settings now. One thing that maybe I can show, they made the ores glow a little bit. So now when you're caving, any ore has a little bit of a glow to it. I know, that's a monster. Okay. Maybe I can find an ore. I'm a little worried that all the ores are kind of gone from over here. So that's why I'm like, oh no, yeah, you can see over there. See the coal is glowing a little bit. That's a really cool effect. I actually haven't seen the coal yet, but so now when you're caving or mining, you can spot the ores a little bit easier. I'm kind of getting chased, but I'm sure you guys could kind of make out that they're actually quite easy to spot now. I didn't think they glowed. I didn't think they would glow quite as much as they did, but that's very cool. So now the ores glow a little bit, which is kind of a cool change. The other thing they teased, which I'm sure a lot of you guys will be excited about, is that they teased custom blueprints. I don't want to show their video. I don't want to get copyright strike, but they did show a short little video teaser where it showed that you could save blueprints that you have made and then share them on the Steam Workshop. And they said that was coming soon, so I'm sure in a new update we will see it. Basically, the video, you plop down a block like this blueprint block, and you could save your own build. So if you're excited about that, cool. I will leave the patch notes in the description. As always, we went through all the blocks, most of the major changes. I actually haven't read the patch notes. I watched their live stream. The last thing I want to do is make this blueprint for you real quick so that we can see the free blueprint they give you. And then we will end the video. Give me just... Alright, after second thought, I want to get this video out to you guys soon. I'll show this probably in my next episode of Creativerse. I'll make this, and then we can check that out in my next episode of Creativerse. So subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I play Creativerse Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday, and live stream at Tuesday and Thursday. We'll check out that very soon. I hope you guys enjoyed this update. If you did, please leave a like. Let me know what you think about it down in the comments. If you're buying the industrial bundle, if you're just getting the free blocks, what you think of them all. I'm really excited to build with these. I think they look so good, and I'm really excited about the style, the industrial style. I'm really excited to build with them. I hope you guys are too. So leave a like, let me know what you think in the comments, and subscribe for more Creativerse and all that jazz, and I will catch you guys next time. Ciao!